Welcome to Bill's Bridge Corner, Friday, November 22nd, 2013. Class 30, third and fourth seat openings, and two-way reverse drury. Is there anything different when you open in third or fourth seat versus opening in first or second seat? Is there anything different when you respond to your partner after having passed? The answer to both questions is yes. Why is that? Let's look at opening in third seat. What do you know? Well, you know the partner is a passed hand. And you know that second seat also passed. And you have what you have. So it stands to reason that fourth seat will most likely have the best hand at the table. Well, let's give him some challenges. In third seat, you should strain to bid. In particular, strain to bid if you have a major. The opening has a preemptive effect on fourth seat, which is probably the best hand at the table. So, opening a quality four-card major suit is acceptable in third seat. What about fourth seat? It's similar but a little different. If you pass, the score is 0, so you know that you can get a 0 score by just passing. So the only reason you should bid is if you think you can get a plus score. Well, how can you get a plus score? Bid if you think you can outbid the opponent. Well, you know that spades are the big dog, the top dog, and so you can outbid them at the same level if you have spades. And if you have hearts, you can outbid them except in spades. So therefore, you evaluate your hand in fourth seat a little bit differently. You use what's called Pearson points. It weighs heavily on the spade suit. Here's how it works. Take your high card points. You can add distribution points from 5 card suit and add to that the number of spades in your hand. If that adds up to 15, open. You can outbid them because you've got the spades. This is called Rule 15. If you don't open. But of course, if you have a real opening hand, a solid Rule of 20 opener, open. How about preempt? Third or fourth seat. Well, stretch to preempt in third seat for the same reason that you stretch to open, because fourth seat is likely to have the best seat at the table. But now it's different in fourth seat. In fourth seat, you aren't, strictly speaking, preemptive. You're making a quantitative or qualitative bid. A weak 2 in fourth seat is not really preemptive. You expect to make it, so a weak 2 in fourth seat is solid. You have an opening hand. You expect to make the contract. Similarly, a preempt is solid. You don't need to make 7 to the jack. A preempt in fourth seat. You're not preempting anybody. Well, that's all fine and good, but there is a problem. What's the problem? The responder is a passed hand, and he doesn't have any real effective way to force opener to bid. And he also knows that his partner may have stretched to make the opening bid. The problem is, how do you control the bidding after a third or fourth hand opening? Can you force? Stay tuned for that. Responder must guard against partner opening in light in third or fourth seat, or the partnership can get too high. If he raises to the 3 level, for example, you may find that he is short and his partner's open to 4-card suit, major suit, and you're in trouble. But on the other hand, opener may have a solid opener, and you may miss game because he thinks you aren't strong enough to make a serious bid. So there is a challenge as a responder, and it really is a partnership. What do you do? In particular, limit raises can get the partnership too high. If third hand opened on a 4-card suit, for example. The solution is two-way reverse drury. That's the convention we're going to cover right now. Here's how it works. After a third or fourth hand opening for suit opening, if left-hand opponent passes, the responder, as a passed hand, with 10 to 12 dummy points in support of opening major can bid as follows. Right-hand opponent passes. Two clubs shows 3-card support with 10 to 12 support points, while two diamonds shows 10 to 12 support points with a 4-card trump suit. It describes the hand while keeping you below the 2 level of the major suit bid, so you don't have to get too high. It is alertable because it's not a natural bid, so you need to alert it. Now it's opener's turn to rebid. Opener rebids his major suit with any hand where he is not interested in being, even if partner has his 10 to 12 points. He has sub-minimum opening. He's allowed to rebid 2 hearts after he's opened a spade with 4 hearts and a sub-minimum hand, but that's the exception. Any other bid he makes is natural and confirms a full opening bid, so you will get the game. Now, what happens if there's interference? Well, here's how interference works. 2 clubs or 2 diamonds is never. A pass by opening shows a sub-minimum opening, while 2 diamonds confirms a full opening. If drury is overcalled, a double confirms a sub-minimum, while any other bid, including a pass, is natural and confirms a full opening bid. Let's see some examples. This is your hand. In third or fourth seat, open this hand 1 spade. First or second seat, probably a little light. The 4-3-3-3 and the only 4-card suit is spade, but it's a good quality suit. How about this hand? I only have 10 high-card points. Now, in third or fourth seat, you can open 1 club. I wouldn't open a spade with that suit. It's an opening because it's a pretty lousy suit. But you have 5 spades, so it's worth opening. You can bid them. You can outbid them in fourth seat if you get them. How about this one? Open 1 heart in third or fourth suit. Now here you have 14 piercing points if you're in fourth suit, but you also have the heart suit. In any event, you have a good heart suit, you have a good hand. So step up and bid a heart. How about this hand? Open 2 spades in fourth suit. This is an example of a fourth suit weak 2 bid. It's not really weak, it's an opening hand. You expect to make 2 spades. You're not bidding into pre-nup. Weak jump raise. That's the same bid as an unpassed hand. It's weak. But of course, if you don't play Bergen raises, then be careful. A weak jump raise could cause you some issues. If you don't use Bergen raises, the weak jump raise is not. You have to play the Greek if you're going to use it at all. 3 clubs shows 7 to 9 dummy points and 4 trump. That's a 3-way. You can choose to play this. 1 no trump is kind of an interesting bid. To play it as semi-forcing, you might have 3-card support with 5 to 7 dummy points. As a pass hand, it's only semi-forcing. I mean, I'm not talking field or one here, I'm just talking no trump. There's also a fits showing jump, and we're going to cover that in the next class, but that's too much for today. On your convention card, let's look at some of these things that we have. Here's your convention card for major opening. Notice that we have checked in third or fourth seat we do open both our measures. Notice the raise structure. And also notice that we do have broken raises marked there, and we also have marked reverse two-way reverse drury, which is right below here. There's two-way reverse drury right here, and all these in red are loaded. Anything in red is loaded. That kind of sums it up for third and fourth seat openings and two-way reverse drury. Tomorrow we're going to cover in class 31 alternative treatments to the jump shift. Everyone today seems to treat all jump shifts as weak. I don't agree with that in all cases. In fact, some of the modern players are returning to understand the value of other meanings of the jump shift. We'll give you some alternatives tomorrow. See you then.